Hello, and thank you for taking the time to be here with us today. This is Team Kakuna with the game Danger Zone. Thomas Hayes, Jordan Hammer, and Greg Griffin. Our game will be launched on the Microsoft Xbox and PlayStation due to their powerful processors. And our controls are basic shooter game controls from the console controller, like any other first-person shooter game would have. In this game, we'll have three different types of levels. We'll have a shipyard, train yard, and the parking garage. Shipyard is themed about close quarter battles, being that it's a little bit smaller. And the train yard is a large map. And then we have the parking garage that is multiple storied and perfect for both close quarter combat and mid-range battles. The game player is focused with customizable characters and weapons, being that players are awarded with more points or gold, money, being creative in their kills rather than just shooting outright. And these rewards can unlock attachments, accessories, and additional weapons. And then there are daily challenges to keep the players intrigued about the game and not lose interest. Interactions between the zombies and the traps will introduce the player frequently, but not overwhelming. And this can be 2-on-2, free-for-all up to 4 players, and then there's an endless mode. We have our weapons, which would be modern firearms, pistols, rifles, assault rifles, and maybe some grenade launchers once in a while. Then your melee weapons can be anything from a tire iron, baseball bat, anything physical. Traps, ranging from wall traps, spikes, dropping crates, etc., etc. And then you have your explosive barrels and throwables such as grenades and knives. And then we have our enemies list. We have standard zombies. We have leapers that are quick, nimble, can climb and jump. Brutes, which can take a beating. They're larger in size, deal more damage. Carriers, these are the decayed zombies. Very toxic and poisonous. Upon death, they release fumes that attract other zombies. And then you have your hordes, which are large groups of zombies, as it states, which can be a mix of any other zombies, and carriers often causes hordes to appear. And then you have the other players, and this is the PvP part. They're probably skilled, like any player would be, and a little bit easier than a standard zombie. And you can always use your environment that most zombies can't, such as traps. The designer's intent in Danger Zone is a PvP and a PvE game. It's post-apocalyptic, obviously zombie. Players can team up or free-for-all. And the target audience is rated teen and above. And here we have our mechanics list. The first one, attack. And as you can see in the photo, or the sketch, you shoot the zombie's dead. And then we have destroy, which this would be dealt with using this trap here. If the player, such as this one here described, doesn't hit the landmine, they can use the button input and disarm it, possibly getting rewards for disarming a bomb successfully. And then we have the toggle mechanic, and this is where one of the traps would come into play. As you can see in the first picture, the character is waiting for the zombie to come into range, flip the switch or toggle the switch, successfully crush the zombie. We have similar games such as Sea of Thieves, State of Decay, Battlefield 4, and Fallout 4. Then we also have buffs. We have attack, defense, destroy, increasing the player damage, increasing their defenses, and destroy, instantly killing standard zombies. And these buffs will be in card form that the player can select from at the start of the game, and only one card may be active during the gameplay. Our game is different because we want to push the newest and strongest consoles with realistic zombie flesh and animations, making it lifelike. Getting kind of grotesque there with limbs flying off and excessive gore and violence. The player team-ups and the usable card buffs and traps alter the gameplay from typical first-person shooters and add variety to each session. You'll never play the same game twice. And here we have some images. You can see the grotesque zombie flesh and some weapons. And this is a good image of hordes showing up, and you're obviously bigger and stronger zombies. And our resources page. And thank you, Jordan Hammer, for the sketches. Thank you for your time.